What's up, YouTube? It's your boy G Money, aka the Echelon Don, and my brother's keeper. Yes, I am. And this is another episode of Sidewalk Talk. A long time ago, I watched this movie. This movie, starring Michael Douglas, and it was he was like a normal person, had a job and everything, but I guess with everything that was going on in his life. One day he got caught up in a traffic jam. It was hot, irritable. People was blowing horns, cars wasn't moving, lights was flashing, heat was scorching, flies was flying around him, people screaming and cussing out their windows, blowing their horns. And he just ended up like he couldn't take it no more. He just hopped out his car and just got out his car and just started walking in the middle of the traffic. He was about to lose his mind. He just he just got out the car and just started walking, and and then from that point on through the rest of the movie, just a whole bunch of shit just started going on. It's like a whole bunch of wild shit. The name of the movie was Falling Down. I think it came out in like '93 or something like that. So at the time when I first saw that movie, I didn't understand. I didn't understand why he just snapped and just lost it out of nowhere and just But as you watch that movie as a grown up, you completely understand what happened. You know, all of this stuff just building up, the anxiety and everything just building up, stress, and then just stuff going on in the world to the point where you just can't take it no more and you just lose it. The littlest thing turns into something major because all that stuff just building on top of each other. I remember the scene where he was in the restaurant and he ordered he ordered some food, and when they came up with his order, the burger was flat like it had been ran over by a car or something. And he was like, "Do me a favor." He was like, "Does this burger look like that right there up there on the menu? That's what I ordered." It's like that burger just looked clean, put together, and perfect. And the burger they gave him, like I said, looked like it was ran over by multiple cars, like smashed up, just thrown together any kind of way. And it's like at some point you just get tired of bullshit. Like, little things like that just trigger you to go off. And I think right now in the world is thousands and thousands of Michael Douglases right now in the world that right now people are days, hours, minutes, seconds away from snapping, and losing their mind over the shit that's been building up in their life. All this stress and obstacles and things that's going on in their life that's building up, and they ready just to release and go off and don't even care about the outcome or what might happen because they're just tired. People are just tired, man. People are really tired. I seen a video of this older guy. He had showed up to work, and I don't know what happened, but Like before they even got started to work, the man just broke out, started crying, and was screaming out loud, "Man, I'm tired. I'm tired. I'm tired." And he was crying, grown man. Oh, you know what I mean? Like he just could. He just all that emotion came out of him. Like he just tired. He just tired, man. You know, you've been working his whole life, and it's just like just at some point you just like, damn, I'm not achieving anything, but being able to just keep up with these bills. I'm not able to relax. I can't go on no vacations. I'm not out on no beach, sitting in no beach chair, relaxing, enjoying my life. I'm just working until I can't work no more. Until it's time for me to be put under the ground. And like I understand that man pain. When I watched that video, I was just said, man, that's so sad that it's like people don't get to enjoy their life at all, man. They too busy trying to keep these checks coming to take care of these bills that's not going to stop. I mean, goddamn, just like, can we get a month or two where you're bill free instead of these holidays? Can we get a month off, or we can stack up some and save some money? You know, that'll be that. I just don't get, man. It's like, yo, it don't make sense. It don't add up. It's just, the system is just fucking killing people, man. Getting up like robots every day and reporting to this damn job to make these other people rich. Unless you come up with an idea that you could get out of the system and be able to support yourself and your family, you know, it's sickening, man. People really are getting tired of it. You can see it on the internet every day. I'm seeing people talking about, I'm done. I'm not working no more. And they're willing to struggle until they figure it out because they just tired of being in this system that's just not getting them nowhere. Everything's going up in price except for your wages, and you can't keep up with anything. And then when they do increase minimum wage, it's just because everything else increased. So it's just to keep you able to stay with the bills that you have. It's never increased enough to where you can take care of your bills and still have a nice amount of change to be able to do some stuff that you want to do. It's always to keep you having to come back, because if you don't come back, you're gonna be on the streets. You're gonna be homeless. You know, in some states, it's illegal to help homeless people. I've seen people get almost threatened to be arrested because they was out there trying to feed the homeless, trying to help homeless people. I seen a police officer walk up and say, "Hey, you can't do that." How crazy? How crazy is that for it to be a law that you can't feed the homeless, that you can't help a homeless person out? The police are really trying to arrest you for feeding a homeless person, a person in need, a person out on the street. This world done became sick, man. This world has become sick, and people are sick and tired. People are trying to find cheat codes to be able to save money. They like, shit, I'll get rid of these bills. I'd rather stay in my car and just pay for gas and my insurance and go to work through my car and be able to save up some money so that I don't have to worry about all these bills piling up every month. People are trying to figure out ways to cheat the system, to beat the system, because the system is killing everybody, man. It's getting worse and worse every year, man. And it's building up to the point where it's a bunch of Michael Douglases getting ready to be in the streets walking around, ready to snap at anything. Ready to snap at anything. Anything right now can turn a minor situation can turn into a extremely big one because people are stressed out and they tired. They tired. It's ridiculous. Working people like literally like slaves out here for less than nothing. And then you got supervisors that had the nerve to walk around, come up to you while you at work and showing you their pictures of their family taking these trips, say on yachts and boats and on beaches. Hey, look at this. This is where I was at last week with the family. Want to show you the pictures and like who? Like, listen, man, I don't I don't want to see that shit. I gotta ask you for permission to get off so I can hang out with my family, and you're gonna tell me no. Oh no, we need you. We need you that week, man. I can't let you take off that week. I need you here. But you want to show me pictures of you and your family on vacation, on yachts and shit, having a great time. Nah, man, this shit is it done got to the point where people are tired of it. Even when I was in my younger days, man, I swear I used to work for temp agency after temp agency after temp agency. And I as a younger dude, I used to be like, you know what, this don't make sense, man. They take a percentage of our money, they send us to these jobs, and they don't even know if they tell us lies like, yeah, this attempt to hire. As long as you keep showing up, this company will hire you. They don't know if the company gonna hire you or not. They just telling you anything to get your ass out there. So all the temp agency really did was steal the ideals from pimps out on the street. What a pimp would do with a pimp would send a prostitute out there on the street to go to work for him. She go out there, collect, do the jobs that he telling her to go do out on the street, and she goes, gets his money and brings it back. And that's all they did. The temp agency, they just changed it. Instead of it being pimp agency, they just changed the name to temp agency because they pimping you. They just sending you out there to get their money, and taking a percentage out of what you breaking your back to make. So I used to tell people, I said, you know what, man? If we were smart, man, everybody would just come together. It might be hard for a little while, but we could after a while they wouldn't have no choice. I said if we was all just stop working for these temp agencies, the temp agencies will have to shut down, and the jobs will have to hire us direct, and we would get all our insurance and our and all the stuff that they don't want to pay us. We would get paid the amount of money that you're supposed to get paid for the company. Because the temp agency, you might get a job through a temp agency that job pays, just let's say the actual job pays their employees 20, but since you work through the temp agency, you getting 10 or 12. You know what I'm saying? So they're not giving you that. Plus, you're not getting any benefits. You don't get any benefits or anything like that. So you just asked out if you get sick or if you anything like that. The job has nothing to do with you. Because you through the temp agency. But if you start working for the temp agency, the job has no choice but to hire people direct. And now you work for the company. But people don't want to take that. People don't want to go through that struggle in order to get to make the main thing. Make the to accomplish the big deal. To get in the actual doors. No, nobody wants to go through that struggle that you had to go through at first to make it happen. And I was saying that when I was a young dude, man, like, yo, why don't everybody would just stop working for these temp agencies and the jobs ain't gonna have no choice but to hire us direct. But nobody, you're not gonna get everybody to get together and do that. It's always gonna be somebody like, shit, I'm about to go through this temp agency. I'm like, all right, so you fucking it up for everybody because you don't want to come together. Everything is about coming together, man. It will beat the system. Like in the world, period. Right now, if the entire world came together, if everybody came together in the world and just decided we're not gonna abide by just shit that the government and these people in these offices are making up, the rules that they making up for us. If we all just said we're not going by these rules anymore, we're gonna live like this. What could they possibly do? They'd be in some shit if everybody in the world just got together and said, no, we're not doing this no more. This is not working. This is not working. We gonna do something different because what y'all doing is making yourselves rich, and we're down at the bottom, fucked up down here, killing and poor. Because this is not working. They couldn't do shit if we all came together, but we never gonna all come together because people too worried about Republican and Democrat. We're arguing about red and blue instead of the real issue of these motherfuckers. It's really rich and poor. It has nothing to do with red or blue. It's really rich and poor. That's it. we come together and stop arguing about the dumb shit, man, we can figure something out. But as mankind, we supposed to be as smart as we supposed to be as humans, man. We some dumbasses for all these years to go by, and we still arguing about the same stupid shit, man. So it's just it's not. I don't see the world getting no better, man, because it's no unity in the world, man. We more divided than ever right now. We more divided than ever. We can't come to an agreement on anything. So it's sad, man. It's real sad, man. But I don't know, man. That's just something I was thinking about, man. I was just comparing that movie to really what's going on right now. It's like and more and more every time I'm logging on the YouTube to see videos, it's people in their cars, man. People in their cars crying, you know, trying to figure out, they just lost their job, trying to figure out how they say they like shit. People's like, hey, I was barely able to keep my house with my job, and now I don't have my job. What am I gonna do? You know what I'm saying? They just sitting in their car, like, what am I gonna do? I don't have a check at all coming in anymore to do anything. So now what am I gonna do? No jobs is trying to hire. Man, it's real bad, man. It's sad, man, and I don't see it getting no better anytime soon. So I hope and pray, man, for any of my followers or anything, man. I hope ain't nobody in that type of situation right now. And if you are, man, hold your head up and just man, believe in God, man, and try to get through it, man. Don't give up on yourself. Don't give up on if you got a family. Don't give up on it. Just keep fighting, man. You know, everybody everybody's not in a good situation. There's some people that don't see the struggle that's going on out here, and might be listening to me right now like, I don't know what you talking about. I don't see none of that. Me and my family doing great. We live on a nice street, and we got everything we need. Nobody struggling. All our bills is paid. If that's your life, that's great, man. And God bless you, man. You know, hope it continues. I hope you don't have to go through no struggle that a lot of people are going through out there. So like I said in the other video, some people would die to be in other people's shoes. So you gotta be thankful for the situation that you are in if you're doing good. Because anything can change in a heartbeat, man. Anything can change. You could be on top, and the next minute something could go crazy and just completely you could be in different and be in a different position in a blink of an eye. You just don't know, you know. So, like I said, man, just man, I hope things do end up getting better. But like I said, the way it's looking right now, I don't see anything changing for a long time, man. So, if you got money, if you able to get money and save it and you ain't got to spend it on everything, start really prioritizing, man. Start really thinking about what's more important. You know, stack that money up. Just don't be out there trying to buy expensive bags and clothes and sneakers and jewelry and shit like that. Save that money for a real serious time, maybe where something's going on where you need that money to buy stuff for the house, supplies and things for the house, because you just don't know when you're going to need. You don't know when you're going to need that money. So save your money so your money can save you. Just in case of a bad situation happens, you got money to lean back on and can get you out of a jam. So I'm not gonna keep talking and let this video go too much longer, man. I just wanted to just talk about the stuff that I've been seeing, man, and how sad and stressful it's really looking for a lot of people, man. And I hope we can all get over this hump together. Stop worrying about if you go for the red or if you go for the blue. You know what I mean? If you're a Democrat or if you're a Republican, man, listen, it's that shit is just to divide, man. That's all that shit is, man. We got to really come together and understand that, like, them elites don't give a damn about none of us. They just getting rich as hell, They passing bills and shit all through the night while we sleeping that we waking up in the morning finding out about. You know, it's crazy as hell, man. So man, hopefully we can come together and stop worrying about that bullshit and focus on how we can change things and help each other out. That's really what this shit is about, man. We need to be on this. We need to be in the world helping each other. But it's your boy G Money. Am I my brother's keeper? Yes, I am. And this is another episode of Sidewalk Talk, man. Keep God in your life, man. If you're going through the struggle, do not give up. God is good, you know, and believe me, he will get you out of any jam that you in. You just gotta be patient and not give up on yourself. Don't give up on him. Man, thank y'all for supporting me, the love that y'all be showing me, man. I appreciate all of y'all. I'm out.